Hello ma'am, myself is Kandan Shishant of class 11th A going to give you the introduction of the chapter S block elements. So here we can see the highlighted part is the two groups. So the first row is the alkali metals and the second row is the alkaline earth metals of the S block elements. S elements of the periodic table are those blocks in which the last electron enters the outermost s orbital. As the s orbital can accommodate only two electrons, the s block consists of two rows. Group 1 alkali metals and group 2 alkaline earth metals. So the alkali metals have only one valence s electron ns1 and the alkaline earth metals have two valence s electrons ns2. The first element in both of these rows differ from the rest in certain properties. Group 1 alkaline metals. Group 1 of the periodic table consists of the elements lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. These are called so because they form hydroxides on reacting with water which are strongly alkaline in nature. Sodium and potassium are found abundantly in nature, whereas francium is radioactive and it is the longest lived isotope which has the half-life of 21 minutes. These are the most electropositive metals and readily lose their valence electrons to form monovalent ions. Hence, they hardly exist in nature. They are the largest in size, and their size increase as we move down the group. Low ionization enthalpy decreases down the group because the effective nuclear charge decreases. Screening effect is also responsible for this. Hydration enthalpy decreases down the group. Lithium salts are the most hydrated ones. Group 2 alkaline earth metals. The elements of group 2 includes beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These elements with exception of beryllium are commonly known as alkaline earth metals. These are called so because their oxides and hydroxides are alkaline in nature and these metal oxides are found in the earth's crust. Magnesium and calcium are comparatively abundant and radium is radioactive which is sometimes found in the igneous rocks. Diagonal relationship. Lithium and beryllium, the first elements of group 1 and group 2 respectively, exhibit some properties which are different from those of the other members of the respective group. Thus, lithium shows similarities to magnesium, beryllium shows to aluminium in many of their properties. The diagonal relationship is due to the similarity in ionic sizes and radius ratio of the elements. So here we can see that lithium and magnesium, beryllium and aluminium, boron and silicon have diagonal relationship. Similarity between lithium and magnesium. Both have similar electronegativities. Both of them form hydroxides which have weak bases which decomposes on heating. When heated in the atmosphere of nitrogen, they form ionic nitrides. Both of them form monoxides. Their carbonates decomposes and gives oxides and carbon dioxides. Their nitrates decomposes on heating to give respective oxides with NO2 and O2. Their hydrides, oxalates, carbonates, phosphates and fluorides are sparingly soluble in water. Chlorides are soluble in ethanol because of the covalent character, thus it is the same for perchlorates. Chlorides are deliquescent and crystallize as hydrated salts. Thank you, ma'am.